What it do, y'all? Marvel fans, regular fans that we usually have here. Today we're doing something that's gonna be, I think, a lot of fun. Joining me today, regulars, Darius, Danny. We are going to be picking or telling you guys who needs to be put into Marvel Rivals. You know, Marvel's definite not Overwatch clone at all. At all. It's third person. It's not a clone at all.
It's better Overwatch.
Better Overwatch. That's high words coming from someone who plays like almost every day.
And I suffer for it.
We'll see how it turns out online.
I developed a drinking problem because of it.
I have high hopes for it. But anywho, how this is gonna work is each of us have chosen 3 characters that we believe needs or that we just want to be in this game, and we're gonna tell you how we think they're gonna play. And yeah, you guys can judge us. I'll definitely be judging them. They'll be judging me. I think without further ado, let's get it cracking.
My first pick is Megan Thee Stallion.
Wow, that's huge.
You know, if I search her, she's not gonna show up.
No,
She's not.
I mean, hey, look, we got Nicki Minaj in Call of Duty. We got Ariana Grande in Fortnite. You know, Megan Thee Stallion and Marvel Rivals.
What are her abilities? I want to know.
No, I don't fucking know. I don't listen to her music. No, but in all seriousness, so I got Cyclops off the bat.
All right, big Scott Summers, big Cyclops,
Big
biggest
simp,
bitch in
yeah.
the X-Men.
Rocky start.
So
Rocky Star.
Jesus. So he's only got one thing, you know. He's got the pew. He got the little pew, you know. So he really can't really do much. He can't, you know. He'll probably throw some fists around, all that kind of stuff. But
Pop, pop.
I think mostly he's gonna be a sniper of some sorts. You know, I don't think he'll play anything better. I mean, I don't think he can do rapid fire. He could be maybe like a symmetric kind of thing where it's just a solid beam. But overall, I think mostly like controlled pew blasts. Kind of like Widowmaker in Overwatch.
Yeah,
I think that would be a really good suitable.
Basically, a
playstyle
sniper archetype is what you're going for.
Yeah, for Simp Summers, yeah. Okay, so my next pick is Doc Ock.
Big Octavius.
Big Octavius. Now, I don't really have much in terms of play style. I kind of think of him more. So hear me out, because I know Spider-Man swings, right? So I was thinking he embodies a Symmetra turret. You catch what I mean? He can
elaborate.
He can use his tentacles to stake on walls and then shoot from where he's at. Just pew, 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 pew. And we'll give him some nades and shit like that. But that's what I'm thinking. He kind of is. He's like a living turret, essentially.
It's kind of weird thinking of Doc Ock using like a gun.
I see the tentacles as more as like movement rather than I mean, you can obviously you can use them in combat, kind of like how in Overwatch Venture's drill does more damage per melee, something along those lines. But I think I'm kind of thinking more of Raimi's Doc Ock, where he's not really much of a brawler. He's more of a think tactically, use what I got with me,
A
and
scientist.
pew pew pew.
Yeah.
You think it's possible, right? If he has a gun, maybe he has a gun infused with the power of the sun,
I was thinking that's more of his ult,
because that was like his whole thing, you know.
Yeah, I was
maybe
thinking,
maybe it's kind of used as more like something like what was her name, Ilawi?
Ilari, yeah.
I was thinking more of like a support type character, maybe kind of like with a Roadhog pole with his tentacles. That would be interesting.
Well, I was also thinking as an ult, as like pretty much a diva bomb with the sun.
Yeah, he could definitely have like
gadgets
with him.
Yeah, that would be the best way I could see him working. But I like
See,
your
'cause
idea with
he-
him
he
just
has
kind
a lot
of
of-
hanging around though.
Yeah, because he has a lot of capabilities. So it's like you could go you can go into like damage, support, tank. The only thing
Yeah.
about tank though is that he doesn't take a lot of the damage, but he could be like a diva kind of clone, where like if he takes enough damage, he loses the tentacles and then he's just Octavius.
They actually have that with Hulk. Hulk's the demon.
Yeah,
clone
I was
of the
about to
game.
say like that's kind of a
Yeah, I
kind of
forgot.
Hulk stick.
I forgot. Yeah, that's true. The Hulk is there because you got baby Bruce Banner.
Yeah, when he loses all his
So
health,
I
he
mean,
turns
there's a
back
lot
into
of
Bruce.
potential here, and I'm like, that's why I was like, I can't really settle on what, how he should play because there's a lot.
I'm more
of
surprised
potential.
you chose him and not Goblin,
Because
because Goblin
You know
seems
why?
ready made.
Well, it's-
He's a flying Junkrat. At least that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Bro, that'd be such a bitch and a half to fight. Oh my god,
It would.
that's such a bitch and
But
a
yeah,
half to
but you have
fight.
Scott Summers to snipe him
Exactly.
Oh my god, he just gave me the worst like fear in my fucking mind. A flying
Flying
Junkrat. Oh,
Trust me, I
would
know how
stop
bad that
playing.
is.
He's already bad enough. I would stop playing at that point.
All right, who's your last pick?
Oh, I have Cable.
Cable.
Oh.
Cable's rad as hell.
That was one of my picks too.
I thought it would
Good
be too.
one.
I knew Darius would might have picked this one, but I'll be honest, gang. I don't know Marvel. I'm a DC nerd. I know very,
It's fine,
very,
it's
very
fine.
little.
Mhm.
So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I kind of want to take Soldier and Baptiste, or maybe Tracer, and just mix them together.
All three of them. Just mix them together.
Yeah. He essentially is Soldier because he's got a bunch of guns and grenades and shit, but he's got a little bit of like that dash ability. I'm very much going off of what the little I know about Cable. I know he's from the future.
Which that's fine.
Use that to what? But I honestly think he'd just be like a good like. Is there like a Soldier clone in Marvel Rivals off the top of my head? I don't
Punisher.
know.
Punisher.
Oh yeah. Oh well, you know what? What's one more? What's one more?
I think.
Like,
I mean,
Call-
I think
Call
it's
of Duty-
fine. I think there's a lot you could actually work with. I mean, Cable. Cable is a well, he's a time traveler. So like,
That's
what's stopping
true.
him from maybe like redoing time like Tracer? You know,
that's
Yeah,
also
that's
why.
exactly- Redoing a
I
situation.
feel like I feel
he
like
could self heal himself as well. You know, like I could see
This
that.
is-
I could see
this
that
is good.
happening.
Cable. Look at his fucking name. It's Cable. He has to have a cable, right? So we got
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
movement boost right there. You know, like a little movement kind of thing, like Baptiste, where he goes up in high ground, something like that. But I mean, yeah, I was thinking because I know he's a time traveler, like a little Tracer-esque teleport or a rewind, or if he dies, what if if he dies, he just respawns back to where he was, in old school modern.
Oh, you gotta
old school
manage.
Call of
You're
Duty,
gonna have to
you
manage
have
that heavy.
Yeah, the way I was thinking
you have
that it would work.
the select respawn.
There it goes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The way that I was thinking that it would work for it to make a little more sense was kind of like an Echo ult, where you can activate it, and then wherever you activated it is the stand. You go play the game, you probably try to like flank or something, you get in too deep, you click your ult, and it pulls you back there. It basically brings you back in time. But he can also teleport as well as time travel.
I
So
thought he could. Okay,
it makes sense.
Okay, I
So
wasn't
it'll be good like positioning and
yeah.
stuff like that. The rest they'll work around.
Yeah. So
He's the son of a Jean Grey clone and Cyclops. So he has the telepathic abilities. He got poisoned by Apocalypse, so that he has like a nano disease that turns his body into cybernetics. But because of that, and because he's a telepath, he's also a technopath, so he can control technology. So he has a bunch of gadgets and stuff that he can use.
Good picks, Daniel. I like them. I am up next. Now, I tried my hardest not to make them all X-Men. I tried my best. X-Men are just way too cool. They're way
there's
too
so
cool.
many though. But that's the point.
There's
Isn't
so,
it?
yeah, that's the thing. There's so many, and they're all, and most of them are rad. Like you guys remember Long Neck? Long neck six.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
He's
Honorable
a
mention,
side
though, but shut the hell
character
up.
with no background. Just
Shout
a
out
nigga
to
with a
long neck for
neck.
real, bro. Oh god. But yeah, I have a group of people. I think they're pretty good, and I'm starting this list off with something you guys are gonna be very like, huh? Why? How is she just not gonna be broken the whole time? Shadowcat, aka Kitty Pryde, with Lockheed.
What the fuck is that?
Kitty Pryde. Look. Do you remember X-Men Evolution, Daniel? She's the girl that phases through the walls.
Oh.
So your first thought's probably like, okay, Kitty Pryde, how is she not going to be broken? Because she's just going to be intangible the whole time. And also, her only real like ways of attacking is more stealth based, but that's not going to kind of work in this game. At least I don't think so. So as I was researching more about this character, because I really wanted her to work, I found out she has a relationship with this tiny mini dragon called Lockheed. So with that knowledge, I figured I'll make them a duo. We would have Kitty Pryde and Lockheed kind of just flying by her shoulder, and he'll be the one, and he'll be her weapon. So essentially, think May, Daniel. Think like a fire-based May.
Could you just imagine? She just holds the dragon, and when she needs to reload, she cocks his neck.
Just cocks it back like it's like Kazooie, right?
Yeah,
literally.
Yep, just like that.
That'd be raw as hell.
But
But no, the idea is she's on the shoulder. I mean, Lockheed's on the shoulder, and think May, Daniel. So instead of ice, Lockheed would have fire
damage.
It'll be a flamethrower, and then with alt fire, it'll be a fireball.
So let me ask you this: where does the
Shoot.
intangibility come in?
So I was trying to figure out how to make that work and how to not make it completely broken, and completely forgetting we have Reaper in the game.
Weepa.
In the other
Reaper
game.
has a phase ability, but obviously he can't phase through walls. So the idea here is she's going to take Reaper's intangibility ability. Oh my god, ability a lot. She's gonna take his intangibility mood, and then she'll be able to phase through walls, and she can't get hit for like basically the amount of time that Reaper can't. In I believe it's like 4 or 5 seconds in Overwatch,
Something
right?
like that.
Yeah. The thing is, she can't attack during this. It's used as a getaway tool, completely.
As it should be. That'd be such a
Yeah,
bitch
she can't-
to do. Oh my god.
Exactly.
This is such a annoying ass
No,
thing
wait.
to do.
But I believe Reaper's like what's it called? The time it takes for it to come back is like 4 or 5 seconds. You got to double
The
that. For
cooldown?
her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
it's way
here's
too
the
good because she
thing.
could walk through walls and everything. You know?
Yeah, I think that might need to be workshopped a little, just because like if
I
you're
know,
in the middle of a team
100%,
fight,
100%.
if you're in the middle of a team fight and she phases through a wall and she's in another fucking room, like, I mean, you've essentially taken her out.
One
the
thing you
team
do have to
fight.
consider as well is that there's destructible environments in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
So she could fade through, and you could just shoot that stuff down.
okay,
You know, just to get to her faster.
That does remedy a little bit of that ability. Yeah, I was gonna say remediate.
But yeah, and also another big thing would be like map knowledge. So if you know she's backing out, you're like, okay, I should know exactly where
Where
she's
is she gonna
going
back
anyway. Uh-huh.
So
So you'd be ready for it. Shoot.
what would happen if her cooldown is like her ability times out while she's in the middle of a wall?
Middle of the wall. She'll just go to the closest spot.
Oh,
It would just push her out.
It'll just push her out to the closest spot.
I think it'd be funny if she
Trust me,
died.
I thought about that.
What if she just died?
That would be
Like she's
hilarious.
intangible, but there's certain parts like she's not gonna be intangible through a freaking like invisible wall. You know,
Yeah.
obviously, and like a spot where like obviously you can't get through. If it's a room in the next room, if it's a room behind the next wall, she can go through there.
Yeah.
She can phase through bullets, all that kind of stuff. But it's only a getaway tool. She cannot attack during it. After Kitty, I have one I expected either of you to pick. Ghost Rider.
He was on my
Fuck!
honorables.
I forgot about him. I actually know a lot about him. No, no.
Yeah.
Oh, he's. Oh, bro, this is my favorite Marvel. I'm so stupid. Oh my god.
Obviously, he's not your favorite Marvel character.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Obviously, your favorite Marvel character is Scott Summers.
Shut the hell up. Don't put that on me.
So what I'm thinking of having him as, I want him to be a ranged melee fighter.
Oh, with the whip.
Because he has the
whip,
chains.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He has the chain whip. So you
I
know,
like that ability a lot.
He just throws, just slices around the people that fly. He can reach them, stuff like that. But that's just his regular primary.
We don't really have that in Overwatch.
So like, huh?
We don't have that in Overwatch. That'd be a great character.
Yeah, I don't think they have that. Unless you count Brig.
Oh, never mind. Point taken.
Yeah, unless you count Brig. But like his reach would be a lot farther because it would need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but aside from that, I have some chain-based things that I have working for him. So obviously he's swinging it around, but I have a chain whip. So as we mentioned, Brig just now, you can whip the chain and it kind of boops you. It boops you back. With that as well, I have the chain grab. Think Roadhog. So you see Iron Man flying in the sky, being annoying. Repulsor blast, unibeam, and all that kind of stuff. you just all right, come down here, buddy. Bring him down, and it gives you access to like a bunch of other stuff. Not really access, but it brings him down for your team to fight, for you to fight him as well, and he's obviously not in an advantageous position because he's not flying anymore. On top of that, yeah. What's up?
I just want to say I'm curious how you're gonna use the Penance Stare if you use it.
We're getting there. Okay, so another ability I have is like not fire breath, but more like a fire carpet. Like he kind of raises. Oh shit, that was embarrassing.
He raises hell.
Yeah, let's go. He raises like a Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, where he raises the Hellfire.
I fucking love that move. That move is so underrated.
Yeah, but he does it in a position, and if you walk on it, you take dot damage. You take burn damage from it.
Oh, like a trap almost. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a trap. So he has that, and once again, you mentioned the Penance Stare.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought myself, like, you can't have him here without the Penance Stare.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So my thought process was, okay, let's kind of have it sort of kind of like a meter. Something that's similar builds where like where you build enough damage.
Mm-hmm.
If you also if you die and you have to respawn, you lose like maybe like half of what you got, half or a quarter.
Is this kind of like a Little Mac situation in Smash, or like a Joker situation?
Yeah, similar.
Okay.
Similar. So you do the damage, and then you have once it's filled, you unlock an ability which is the Penance Stare.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to be next to someone. You'd have to grab them because you can grab people in this game. Hulk has an ability an ability where he can.
Yeah.
So you grab them, stare them dead in the eyes, let them see all the wrong things they've done, all the sketchy Overwatch searches they've done, and
gosh.
just wreck them. It won't just straight up kill them, but it will do a hell of a lot of damage.
What do you think about an ultimate ability then?
The idea is he'd be on the motorcycle. What it would be is he hops on, he drives around. Everyone that you run into takes damage, and as he's running, Hellfire streaks are on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
As he's riding, so Hellfire streaks are on the ground.
Stuff, right?
Yeah, you can run through it. He's just a complete like tank, just running through it. He'll maybe have to have fun around with that in like 8 to 10 seconds.
I think I would switch the ult and the Penance Stare.
The Penance Stare, because The thing is, it's like having the ult, because like you could do the penance there, but then like you can only take one person with you.
Well, I mean, I would
It's
treat
not like
it more.
It's not like you're looking around like sin, 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 sin.
That's true.
You're
That's
taking
true.
everything
I would
out.
treat it more of
You're
like
just taking one person.
I mean, the high value kill is a high value kill. I would treat it more like a tracer bomb almost.
Mm-hmm.
I think the motorcycle would be a good dash maneuver, like a good movement thing. Like
It'll be so awkward that he's just running around and all of a sudden motorcycle.
I
the motorcycle goes away.
You know what? It's cartoony enough.
I like the motorcycle
It's
as an
goofy.
ult. I like the motorcycle as an ult just because it's another way for the structures to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I can't
And again, like
around,
yes, the
pop
penance
wheelies,
there is
blow
gonna
up
be like
walls.
strong, but again, it's a slow build. It's a very slow build, and I was also having the thought process because there's also there's team stuff in the game where like if you're with another character, you can get a buff, you can get a team buff. So I'm thinking, say he's with Magic or he's with Blade or something, right?
Blade was also an option of mine until I forgot. Oh wait, he's gonna be in the game.
Yeah. Say he's with one of them, and like because he's with them, he gets a bit more penance.
And another thing I'm
to the
thinking
penance
about
meter.
with the penance
Go ahead.
there is that sure it can be a meter that builds as you're playing, but because of how it works, I think it would be more interesting that once it's fully loaded, you could only go for the enemy team's kill leader. And they're the only person that you could penance there. And they can make it like a little shorter of a cooldown since it's only a single target and you can't like choose the target. You can only use it on that one person.
Yeah.
Make the cooldown a little shorter if you want. But that also plays into the person dying because of their sins. Their sins being, the kill leader of the other team.
I get you. All right, I have one more character that I like to shoot at you. This one is the one I'm really worried about.
I'm gonna tear it to pieces.
Jean Grey.
I also thought about her, but I was like, oh, she's broken as fuck. There's no way.
That was my same thought process. But check me out. So Jean Grey, Phoenix, whatever you want to call her, telekinesis, all that kind of stuff, right? But I want to push her into more of a support role.
How?
So hear me out. So obviously she's Jean Grey. She can fly. That's a given. But what I'm thinking is that she has something called mental block and mental ease. Mental block. It would work like Sombra. Well, like Sombra's hack.
Okay.
Where she'd look and she choose a specific target. She can't go multiple.
Okay.
She chooses a specific target and just be like, cut that out. And then they can't use any of their abilities. Like a massive silence. They'll probably go the exact same time as Sombra's goes.
And then is mental ease like Kiriko's Suzu?
Yes. Sort of. Okay, so like mental ease is more so she's a support and you would assume like to have her heal. So mental ease is more like so Jean mostly goes to like say like there's the Punisher there, right?
Yeah.
It should be like it's gonna be all right. He gets health back. That's like her giving health. It'll be like relatively like short cooldowns, especially on the ease. I think that one's fine. I think the mental block should have like maybe a bigger cooldown because you're literally stopping people's abilities.
I thought you were gonna go more of. Sorry, I mean to cut you off. Last little thing. I thought you were gonna go more for like a Zenyatta kind of movement.
Oh, for the ease, actually, yeah, that works better.
Yeah, like the.
I think Mantis
better,
plays
actually.
like Zenyatta. From the gameplay I've seen, I think Mantis is the Zenyatta of the game.
She kind of is, yeah.
Oh, I mean.
Now you did.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me. I guess you could treat her more as but yeah, the mental ease brings up health.
Yeah. I like where you're going with that though. I like that.
On top of that, she's gonna have another ability. It's gonna be called Force Push. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna steal this from Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3. She's gonna be like she's gonna be low health.
Mm-hmm.
So I want her to have the ability where like she can get them off of her. So she's gonna have something called Force Push. Yeah. You know, mental Force Push where she can it's just a big boop. You know, push everyone away from her so she can have an ability to have a way to get away.
Okay.
And obviously her freaking regular attack is just concussive blasts. She just shoots you.
Yeah, something simple.
With that kind of stuff. Yeah, mental beams, all that kind of stuff.
Is her ultimate offensive?
Okay. So you guys tell me what you think. For ultimate, this is the hardest one because I'm like, this is Jean Grey. We have to have a Dark Phoenix appearance.
You could just Diva Bomb.
We have to have a Dark Phoenix appearance. So what I thought is basically two different kinds of ultimates that you could choose from. Like basically she'll be there, you'll activate the ultimate, and she'll just be like holding her head, like trying to contain in the Dark Phoenix, you know? And you could choose to release the Dark Phoenix, or you can choose to give your team a mass heal. If you release the Dark Phoenix, it goes the other route, and you basically get Sombra's ultimate, where it's a mass debuff to all the team's abilities.
It's a mass hack. Okay.
You know, she just yells, "I can't control it," and then just breaks everybody.
So you can either have like a Zen ult or a Sombra ult. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but it's more of a burst thing. So I
was thinking more down the route of kind of like
a damage boost?
A Tryndamere ult from League of Legends. It makes it a more offensive ult. It gives her something offensive in her kit, where like the ults, once she has ult, the next time she would die, instead of dying, she turns into Dark Phoenix, changes her abilities for a set amount of time, and if she doesn't kill somebody within that time, then she dies. But if she kills someone,
I like that a lot more.
She can come back to life as like regular Jean Grey. Something like that.
That's not a bad idea.
I like that a lot more, actually. If she comes, if she dies and comes back as Dark Phoenix, she's there for only a set time as Dark Phoenix.
For only a set time, she has to try to get a kill, and if she can't get a kill, then she'll just have to respawn timer it out.
Okay. I actually like that a lot.
She's gonna be.
I like that a lot.
She's gonna be a top pick for support.
But
that's why I have her health. That's why I have her health lower.
It's gonna be situational.
That's why I have her herself lower. So if she can do all of this, you know, like you can't have her with like Hulk level health, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, she'll probably only be able to get it like once or twice a game.
And I figure, freaking if she's with say she's with Scott, you know,
Simp Summers.
Yeah, she's with Scott, you know. Say she's with Scott, they can have like a team ability. Hell, if Wolverine gets in the game, you know, we can have a love triangle ability.
Oh, brother!
Because they both love her. They can even do something really cute, like freaking every time Jean dies, you know, Scott's just like, Jean, no, and then vice versa. Scott, please.
Scott, get up. That's hilarious.
But next up, we got Darius.
All right.
What we cooking with, buddy?
For my first pick is going to be another X-Men.
Wow.
Bro, there's so many of
another Omega level mutant.
They're all really
in his
cool.
Own right. Is going to be Iceman.
Iceman. That's actually neat.
Oh, you're bringing in May.
And because there is a ice character in the game, Luna Snow.
Luna Snow.
She's more of a support character, doesn't really use much ice. It's more like healing and shielding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think Human Torch is supposed to be in the game. So having Human Torch and Iceman in the game kind of just makes sense to me. So yeah, he can have like he usually like flies around like freezing ice in front of him, kind of like how it's in that picture. Oops.
He has the May passive,
like,
Jabari.
So yeah,
the
he
May
can, like,
passive that never existed.
go up in the air to shoot projectiles. I know Iron Man has like his regular basic attacks, and then he has the repulsor blast as like a secondary attack. So Iceman could probably have like projectiles and then a hit scan beam that he can use. Maybe putting ice on the floor, making it harder for players to traverse. To balance it, I think it would be good that both teams get affected by it.
Okay.
If not something like that, maybe a direct freeze. But that might be like
that'll be a bit.
That
too
might
much.
be like a
if you're gonna do a direct
passive.
freeze, you gotta do it like how Overwatch did it.
I think it would be nice as a character passive, and if you get hit too many times by him, then you freeze. That might be a good idea.
Is he throwing ice blasts or something like that, like icicles or something like that at you?
Yeah, for his attack, he'd be more of a ranged character, and then for his ult, it could just be like May ult, where he summons a giant wall, and
May ult's like you have the ground completely.
Oh. Well, isn't there a character whose ult just summons a giant wall? Oh wait, that's not her ult. That's just one of her abilities, isn't it?
Oh, that's one of her abilities.
Yeah, that could be his ult.
I think the big thing that I really like about it though is that like the frozen ice on the ground as a area of effect for everybody.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I did.
And he can move faster on himself.
To be honest, I would add that to May as a little rework.
Damn. And then for my
your second one,
pick, it's another X-Men character.
It's cool. There's like 10,000 of them bitches. It's cool.
It's a villain and it's a tank and it's gonna be Juggernaut.
He was one of my picks.
Okay, so I was expecting.
He was
Juggernaut
one of your
picked
picks.
here.
He was one of your picks, Daniel.
No, he was. I thought he was gonna be leaked. Like he was like. I thought he was gonna be super obvious to be leaked.
Me too.
He has to be. He's the actual tank of the Marvel universe. Like
that's not the Hulk. Let's be real.
He beats the Hulk.
The only thing, bitch.
The only thing that beats him is telepathy. Like that's the only thing that could beat him. But any other forms of just raw power, like he outclasses everybody in power, strength, stamina, endurance. But that's because he's the avatar of a god, of course, not just a mutant. So he could run around, destroying terrain, beating people up, could jump far. Just a better version of Hulk, because from what I heard in the alpha, Hulk was trash.
Yeah, Hulk was weak. Which is like, it's the Hulk. How?
I kind of would think a Ramatra kind of play style would go really well with him.
Want to elaborate?
Kind of like you know how Ramatra just punches and shit. Kind of like that as his primary, and then obviously like tone down in damage a little bit so it's not too broken. And then he'll have like the Rhine charge or something like that.
The Rhine charge is nice. I was mostly thinking of what's his face, the Maui looking guy.
Oh,
I forget his name.
Yeah.
Him. He kind of has like a charge move where like he kind of knocks everything out of the way, and then it ends with like a big slam.
Yeah.
I thought that would be like a lot better.
I was thinking that too. I'm more biased towards Ryan though, but that's because I'm a Ryan main.
You're a Ryan main now. Shocking.
Not much to say about that guy. He's just a giant dude in red armor and just
big man.
He's Unga Boonga.
What would his ult be? What would his ult be though? I was thinking the skill from Ryan and him just hitting the ground.
I was also thinking
giant
about Shatter.
Slam. He probably jumps in the air, comes down in a giant slam or something.
Why not just make it lethal? Oh, like a Doomfist kind. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, like Doomfist.
Okay. Idea, right? What if he does the jump because Hulk does a jump already and stuff like that? What if he does his big leap?
Winton.
But instead of coming down, maybe he can grab out of the air.
Like he can grab people out
to bring you down with him.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so say like Iron Man's up there.
Iron
Man's the best.
That'd be hard. That's hard to hit. Oh, that'd be really hard to hit.
Like he
That'd be
just hops
impressive.
up, grabs him, and then brings Ion, then slams him down with him.
I'm down with that.
Big body slam. I think that would be a lot of, and I think that's something unique for him.
Not bad.
And then it's old, obviously, you know the. I hate to say Hulk smash, you know, but like.
Can they?
I'm
Can
the
I?
Juggernaut, bitch, and then he hits the ground.
I was gonna say, can they curse in Marvel Rivals?
I have no clue.
Because that
I
you
have
know,
no clue.
No idea.
They should.
you know how
They should let
you
him.
know how
Just
they
for
have
them.
voice
They should at
lines
least
and-
let him
and
do it.
I want that to be a voice line, like day one.
I feel like it has to be, right?
It has to be. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. It has to be. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
No, better yet, I want it to be exclusive. Say if my pick Kitty Pryde gets in, right? And then that's from the movie. That's where it started from because he said that to Kitty
Yeah.
Pryde. If he kills Kitty Pryde, that's what he says.
Juggernaut, bitch.
Kitty Pryde will be so annoying too. She'll be like the Juggernaut, more like Juggernaut.
I'm gonna like drop out.
You know, that's how she freaking jokes in the shows, bro. It's annoying. I hate it.
That's so bad. And now for my third pick.
Megan the Stallion.
No.
Real hot girl shit.
My third pick, I had to pick a girl because I had to be inclusive.
Again, real hot girl shit.
Megan the
Just
Stallion.
normal girl shit.
They're superheroes.
Not
There's
familiar
nothing
to
normal
many
about them.
people, but her name is Nico Minoru. She's from Marvel
cut.
Runaways. Honestly, probably the most interesting character in Marvel Runaways. She's a witch. Her parents were supervillains, and they were trying to pass it down to like the Marvel Runaway characters, but they're good guys.
Yeah.
So she inherited a magic staff from her mom that lets her wield blood magic. And like she's just a really strong witch. So she could be a good support character. She can do shields and she could do heals. She could do
I dig
ice
that.
spells, fire spells. She could just do any spells in general.
Yeah.
She just has to say something to the staff and it will do it. She can say teleport, the staff will let her teleport. I'm not saying that's going to be one of her moves, but
But she has a
But
wide
it's something she
variety.
can't do.
but she could just do really whatever she wants with the staff. Really strong.
Real
witch.
hot girl shit.
And real hot girl shit. She's basically, honestly, like she's Marvel's Raven. Like Marvel didn't have a Raven before, but now they have her.
So like specifically like you said she'd be something like support, right?
Yeah, I'd
I
rather her be
think-
a support than an attack
Yeah.
because she just has, but
makes
she still
sense.
has a lot of versatility because even the support characters that are already in the game have a lot of versatility.
Yeah, Loki's ridiculous.
So
From what
like
I've
she
seen.
could really do a lot. One thing about her is that with the staff, she can't use the same ability 2 times in a row. So like
Alright.
if she were to cast a fireball spell, she would have to cast another spell before she could cast the fireball spell. But the workaround with that is that she could cast the fireball spell, but then call it in a different language. So she could cast the fireball spell and then cast the fireball spell in Spanish, and it will do it again a second time.
Oh, that's cool.
So it would be interesting for them to like, if they were to play around with that, and if someone were to do the same ability twice, she just call it out in a different language.
That's a nice
thinking-
little flavor text.
I was thinking like maybe she's like a debuff kind of character too.
Yeah, buff and debuff.
Like maybe she debuffs their damage.
Like a
She
weekend.
she puts a hit to their damage.
She's really versatile, so you could really go all.
No, very
all out.
very. There's a lot you can actually do with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think like what exactly could we do to make her like super unique. Like what would her ultimate even be?
I mean,
Diva
it
bomb.
could really be whatever. It could be a AOE heal, a AOE cleanse, AOE damage.
AoE
She-
cleanses.
Do you want to sort of steal? Do you sort of want to steal the idea that I had with Jean?
where she could either cast out like a giant ability lock or a giant heal on her teammates.
Or why not?
Yeah, something
why
like
not
that.
have something like that, but like make it like a Moira ult, but like an area of effect. So like it'll do damage to the enemy team and heal your allied team.
In a certain area.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I just like the character because they could really play around with her. They have a lot of versatility.
That's a free character.
And the fact that they've
much.
been using her recently with the Midnight Suns game, and she's also in their comics and stuff like that. She's a shoo-in.
She's getting some notoriety. Well, that's that. Shit, I think we had some pretty good picks.
Really good picks.
Yeah. Before we go, guys, leave a comment down below. Let us know what your picks are. And
And Blizzard, if you're listening to us, don't steal our ideas for Overwatch.
we're definitely gonna do that, and we're gonna lose the battle in court.
I know. Blizzard, give a shit about your employees, you fucking assholes.
But yeah, leave in the comments, what characters you want and how they would play. Anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks Darius and Daniel for joining me.
Of course.
Always get your money up, not your funny up.
Funny up.
Let's get out of here. Peace.